After a game where you up by 15, I'm sure you felt like you had the game in hand, and then you ultimately lose.
Man, you just got to finish the game. It's never over till it's 0-0-0 on the clock. We found that out tonight.
Lamar, did you have a say on that fourth and third yard where you coaches there at all?
No, I was cramping, so that's why I pretty much jogged out the field. Because if I wasn't, I would. Everybody in here know I would have been trying to go for a fourth and three.
But yeah,
Lamar, the offense was so dynamic in the first half. You guys didn't lots of time. What changed, especially? And I know you had the touchdown drive in the fourth quarter, but what changed with the offense for the third?
We just kept getting off the field. That's pretty much it. We should have kept converting when we should have, when we needed to. Obviously, just got to do better. Like Coach said, we got the Browns next week, so we got to shift to them. Mindset got to shift to the Browns.
You have a couple of these, those in the fourth quarter, he gets like 2 scores in the last few years.
Yeah.
What do you kind of feel about what's the pattern there, and how do you feel about that first and make that happen in your record?
I don't really know about the pattern part, but all I know is when we up in the fourth quarter, like I said, the game is not over till it's 0-0-0 on the clock, and you just got to keep converting on third downs or whatever, keep putting points on the board much as we could.
Well, you kind of guys this Ravens defense all summer. How surprising was it to see them struggle to play big good?
I mean, it's the first game of the season. I'm going to be surprised just because I feel like our defense is the best in the league, but everything not going to be perfect. Like I said at the beginning of the season, we had a lot of season left.
Can you put that in context, that it's week 1 versus not the end of the season as it was the last time?
Yeah, absolutely. Our defense held them to like 20-something points last time. They got a lot of things went their way, a lot of momentum shifts happened for them, and I feel like that's why things like that happen. But shout out to Bills because they did a great job capitalizing.
Lamar Bill said that fan that you had that interaction with, you got to check in. Can you kind of explain what you felt yourself?
He slapped. I seen him slap D-Hop, but I wasn't really. He slapped me, and then he's saying he's talking. So I just forgot where I was for a little bit, But you gotta think in those situations. You got security out there. Let security handle it. But I just let my emotion get the best of me. But hopefully it don't happen again. I learned from that.
So, Laura, will you not maybe go that close into the visiting side? That's the visiting fans.
No, because I never seen our fans do that. So I'll probably do it again. We score a touchdown, but it's nothing against the fans.
Right.
Just celebrating my teammates scoring a touchdown.
Did Bills show anything different? Did they surprise you with anything defensively this evening?
Bills be the Bills. They're gonna disguise defense. They're gonna disguise their pressures and hold certain coverages and stuff like that. So. I just pretty much studied those guys, and I felt like we had a pretty good idea of what they was going to run today, and I feel like we capitalized. Yeah.
Lamar, excuse me, you guys talked for months about holding on to the ball, not making these mistakes late in the game, and here you are summing up another game where you guys made mistakes and cost yourself a lead. How disappointing is it, and what do you think it's going to take for you guys to dip some of these games in the ball where you're losing fourth quarter leads?
I mean, a lot of things go on in the game, man. It was 4 minutes left. Our guys were trying to hold on to the ball and trying to, milk the clock as much as we could, because that's a great offense over there as well. And things just happened, and it's not like any one of the guys tried to. They were trying to hold on to the ball as much as they could, but it just worked in the Bills' favor.
How do you, because this is an emotional loss, having it lose like that.
Yeah.
How do you keep it from, having it end here and not letting it spill over into the next game?
Probably let it linger for the night, because we all hate losing on our team. I feel like anybody who playing a competitive sport gonna hate losing, but probably let it linger tonight and then forget about it because we're gonna have to get prepared for the Browns, a divisional rival. 2 more from here.
Mark, what do you have to say to Derek after the night that he had, and also that crucial fumble?
I told him, let that go, man. Like, he done did enough for us. You scored 80 yards, 50 yards one time, popped another one. Like, he was just going off, but things happen. Unfortunately, it just happened at the wrong time, but I'm not going to knock him for that. Like, I fumbled in the playoffs, so it is what it is, man.
There's something about Buffalo, this crazy thing seemed to happen here with the Ravens at the
I feel like crazy things happen throughout the league, you know, not just Buffalo. We have mishaps, and I feel like every year I've been in the league, you know, we done had weird things happen. Even back in M&T Bank Stadium, we done had weird things happen. We done been up and something weird happened. You know, that's part of the game, man. I can't blame Buffalo Stadium or nothing like that.
All right, thanks, Lamar.
All right, appreciate you.